It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC North rivals. It's the Bengals and the Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has the potential to do something special, and that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Bell. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Bell. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Lewis to return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Bell. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, they held them to...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Bengals set to take over.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Bell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Hands it off out of the gun. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Browns to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Blake. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down. Bell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Bell. Got his man complete over the middle. It's low. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Throwing on 1st down. Bell. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Now the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Bell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's low. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Bell. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Ravens trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. The Lions trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Anthony Richardson has thrown a touchdown pass.
Okay,
This was an
Coach,
extremely
thanks as always
one-sided
to you
first
and the
half.
gang in
One team
Orlando
showed up,
as we
ready to
welcome
go.
everyone back
the
in
other's
for
been in
quarter
a
number
daze thus
3.
far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bell. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Looking to throw. Bell. And incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Now back to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Blake. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Here's 2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
And Chase will go in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now, the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Driscoll. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Back to throw. Driscoll. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The throw over the middle taken in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw again. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And now the Browns coming out on the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
3rd down and 1.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Blake, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cleveland, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.